Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Build Showcase. Build on your screen right there. Pause the video if you wish to copy the exact main components, also listed in the description below. Hunchback 4SP. Note at the time of recording I have finished mastering pilot skill wise the Hunchback 4SP. So if you don't yet have your basics and elites, maybe master pilot skills, you're going to see less performance from this build. Also note that no modules whatsoever were fitted for these games, so if you have the modules to go with the build, you're going to see performance increase from this build. Hunchback 4SP used to be the brawler mech way back when the game released. Like, it didn't have the same exact issue as the other Hunchbacks, where basically your majority of your firepower was in one single hunch. No, it spread those missile hardpoints into both of the hunches, and so there was no, or rather there still is, no one big prominent hunch for the enemy to just shoot. Made this mech very durable way back when. These days, so many mechs carry so many more guns and whatnot, it isn't quite as durable anymore. It can still be very successful and very fun mech to play though. I still enjoy playing it from time to time. And note that this setup is very much a short-range brawling setup. There is small pulse lasers, small lasers and SRM6s. If you want to make this a little bit more, well, capable at medium-ish ranges, just swap all the small pulse lasers for medium lasers. Note that that is going to obviously make this mech much less heat efficient as well. As it is in this configuration, it needs to get very close to enemies to do its work, but it is also very heat efficient. You can brawl the heck away at things without really worrying about overheating. Another thing to note is, as it stands, I only carry 2 tons of ammo for the SRM6 launchers. That means there is about 16.5 volleys for the SRM launchers in this mech. So if you manage to dump all of that ammo in a kind of an efficient manner in a game, you have lived quite a while already during the game, because, well, that means you have shot a whole lot of missiles enemies' way. And as you can tell here, from my very aggressive playstyle and positioning on this mech, well, I would like to deal a whole lot of damage, which this mech is very much capable of, and I would like to put all of that damage to work as well early on in the game, if and when I am given the chance to. The mech is fairly mobile with the sort of engine I have fitted here. Of course, it doesn't go over 100 kph, it can't really get there very fast, but it's still fast enough to brawl and to relocate, as you can very much see me doing here. I am going to relocate to an entirely different flank. Just a moment ago I was on the other side of these guys. Right now though I am behind them, and hello, I am just again here shooting at you, Mr. Stalker. And I'm putting my missiles into you. Would you like some more? And now I'm just barely outside of the reach of those missiles. And that is a Stalker which is kind of shot to pieces. And now I'm going to change location again. These guys push to get to me, and I am just going to change position again. My teammates are up here. Oh, well, this seems like a safer place to hang around at then. Okay, you're finding something around this corner, and I am going to help you fight that thing, whatever it is. It was a crab, right? Hello, crab. I am willing to brawl you. Would you like some of this? As you can see, this is very capable brawling setup, and since you do not have to worry about protecting a single hunch on specific side of the mech, you can very much just pour away firepower and use whichever side you want for protecting the other side. Losing that one side torso, well, yeah, I lose weapons in the other arm, and I lose lose one lose one short-range missile launcher, however, still have the rest of the weapons left. And of course the head-mounted small laser, which means that you can keep on fighting even after you have lost both of your side torsos. And the Stalker is very much busy with the, well, direwolf walking into its face, so I am free to pour in the fire with those lasers. And if you have paid any attention to the heat meter, I haven't really been anywhere close to overheating this game. And that is partially thanks to the, well, having elite pilot skills, so have double basics, but also the fact that this setup is very heat efficient. It's very much heat efficient. Module wise, I'll just mention it while I'm capping here. If you're gonna run this setup, I would highly recommend range modules for the pulse lasers and possibly the SRM6s. So, something to note. And if you really want more missiles, you could consider lowering these pulse lasers down, or some of them, on at least on one arm, for example, to small lasers instead, and then adding more short-range missile ammo. You can consider doing some things like that right here. The thing is though, personally I don't feel as if I need them. Like, granted, this game is still close, even though I have dumped out basically all of my ammo at this point. But I'm alive and most of the enemy team is dead at this point, so it comes down to simply capping the enemy out now, as it's conquest game mode. Majority of the enemy team has been dealt with, managed to use most of my ammo in a good fashion, and so on. Let's move on to the next one. Moving on from Viridian Swamp to the Frozen City. Frozen City way back when used to be the brawling map. After the changes, it's not quite as conducive for brawling, which, well, let's say it is a hit and miss for brawling. But domination obviously means that things have to get into the capturing zone thing, which actually at least facilitates some sort of brawling. That is kind of nifty. However, you have to be a little bit careful when you go around places and things and so on this particular map, because you can absolutely get shredded from range. So I'm pushing in with the team. I'm trying to figure out where all the enemies are, and I kind of want to get into the capture zone, because I can hope that things get in there and I can brawl them to death. Because that would be brilliant. This is exactly what this build wants.
New target
there we go,
acquired.
there are enemies up there, right? Way too far for me to do anything about them. But that thing out there in the front, that thing obviously wants to be shot at. So let's well, shoot at it, and also let's use this thing for cover, because, well, missiles, hello, Hunchback! And Hunchback who, well, got blown up. Right. Not the most efficient use of all the firepower here, but hey, target got destroyed. And then there is a Centurion. Hello, Centurion. Do you like some more firepower? And that is a very strange Centurion build, but we will ignore that fact. This enemy needs to be destroyed. So far, brawling does very well. Right? I haven't taken too much damage, I can still tank for my team. And a couple enemies have been destroyed. There is the range thing though. Enemies at far range, and there is something nearby here, hiding behind that, and well, that's fine. I have lasers, and it has backup up there, right? One side torso got opened. That's fine. I still have the other side torso, you know? Because that's the good thing with this particular Hunchback, as I have mentioned before. You don't have to be afraid of losing all of your guns by losing simply one side torso. That thing really wants me, huh? Another one of those, well, clan hunchbacks. Because, well, don't want to play the regular hunchback, let's play the clan hunchback. And frankly, I can't blame people for doing that, in all honesty, because the clan hunchback is, in ways, better mech. But doesn't mean this is not fun to play. I still enjoy this particular mech, and well, in situations like this where you have good brawl, you can just, you know, put your firepower to good use with the rest of your team and use your mobility to get to places where you can actually use that firepower, then yeah, this is very much fun. Now, of course, I am open to be shot at from the hillside there when I'm doing this push, but frankly, my team did this push, so I'm gonna go in here with them and back them up, because short range brawling is exactly what this build does so very well, and let's facilitate that, let's put that to use then, huh? So look at the heat meter also, because it is a cold map on top of things, on top of the fact that this is a very heat efficient build. Like, yeah, I finally lost the side torso, but that took a while, right? So now, I wanna go elsewhere, because they know exactly where people are pushing in from, as in where we were pushing in from, that one choke point. So I'm gonna go and force myself into a flanking position. Force them to deal from, you know, with an enemy who is coming from a different angle. Hello. I missed those missiles. Go down here, let's see if Chikada follows me. It does indeed. Hello, Chikada. I managed to pull you into my team, which is really bad for you. And if you really want me this badly, so you're willing to trade your mech for me, that's kind of your own loss for this particular situation. Especially since the 4SP with this particular setup, I can still fight. I have my head left, right? And there you could see the whole ideology of using both of your sides of your mech for cover to protect the mech. And thank you very, very much for watching. Go play this build. It's a whole lot of fun if you like brawling.